Hi everyone, this is Sumit K. In this video, I will be talking about Google Cloud Migration Center. This Google Cloud Migration Center, we have already discussed, right? What is Google Cloud Migration Center in our previous video? Google Cloud Migration Center is a unified platform that helps you to accelerate your end-to-end journey in your cloud migration journey, right? So there are certain phases or steps, and in each steps there are certain tools that help you to migrate your workloads from estimation to discovery to assessment to plan and migrate, right? With feature like cloud spend estimations or asset discovery of your current environment and the variety of tooling for different migration scenario, migration center provides you what you need for your migration. So in my previous videos, like we have in my first video I have talked about very basic and a high level overview of migration approach and the modernization component that I have talked about. And my second video of this playlist is focused on the personal experience of how to migrate a Windows based workload application, how we have migrated it actually, and I've shared the experience, what is the best approach and what strategy that you can follow to migrate your workloads from your on premises or from your other clouds to the GCP cloud. So you can watch those videos and then come back here, because here I'm gonna deep dive into each and every component of the Google Cloud Migration Center. So remember that we have talked about estimation, and before estimation I have also talked about the reason. So for reason there is no tool, right? The reason is depend on business to business what reasons they want to migrate to the cloud. Okay, so what is estimation or cost estimation? Let's talk about this estimation first. This cost estimation functionality in Google Cloud Migration, it allow you to generate a rapid offline cost estimation for running your workload into the Google Cloud. And the estimates are generated based on the Google Cloud best practices. So your actual cost can be higher or can be lower than the generated estimates. The cost estimation features includes let me just include what are those calculators. You can do that. So you can do on-prem cost. Let me just make it. You can also, so in the on-prem, what you can do basically, you can generate a rapid cost estimate for migrating your on-prem infrastructure to the Google Cloud. Uh, you can also generate a rapid cost estimate for your SAP workloads, right? If you have running SAP workloads in your in your on-prem environment, you can also generate the cost. So you can choose the pricing track, select the migration time span, and all these things. So you can do there. Again, data warehousing. So let me just data warehousing. You can also generate a rapid cost estimate for running your data analytics and warehousing setup from other cloud platform to the BigQuery serverless data warehouse onto the Google Cloud, right? And you can also have Google Cloud VMware migration engine. Let me just show it here. Google Cloud VMware engine. It also, so in this here you can generate a rapid cost estimate for running the VMware platform as a fully managed service into the Google Cloud. The benefit of using the estimation that it migration center quickly and efficiently estimate the cost of the cost of Google Cloud products and service that you need for moving your infrastructure, whether it is available on the on premises or the other cloud provider to the Google Cloud. You can also optimize the configuration for your cloud setup, right? So you can get some assumption that is used to generate a cost estimation recommended optimized configuration, and you can also get the total cost of ownership of running your workload into the Google Cloud. And that's a single tool to calculate the cost of running common Google Cloud services, right? When you are planning a migration, especially for a large project like data center exit or migration, then migration center gives you the flexibility to specify more than just the infrastructure details such as CPU cores, memory, and storage. You can also select your workloads like Oracle, SAP, Microsoft SQL Server, or any OS foundation like Windows or Linux, which affects the estimation of total cost. Right. So let's do how to create or how to start a cost estimation. Let's do it in a workload console. So here you can just search for GCP migration center. Yeah, yeah, click on that. So here, if you when you log into the console into the migration center, you'll see some of your steps that I have just talked about, like cost estimation, discovery assets, preference, run report, plan your migration, and then migrate to cloud. The first thing here is your get initial cost estimates. So you can get the initial cost estimates for different workloads running on Google Cloud based on your understanding of your environment, right? So it's going to take time to complete just 1 hour. So as I said, right, you can go for on-prem, you can go for SAP, data warehousing, Google Cloud, VMware Engine. So if you select for on-prem, so it will tell you like a cost estimate based on on-prem vCPU, memory, geolocation, licensing. So it will cover all this thing and it will give you some estimation. So you'll get some idea, right, based on the assumptions and inputs that you provide. So let's go with this and here, just a second, let me start with this approach. I'm going to make it on prem estimate. Okay, just make it opportunity ID is this. Select add to estimates and start estimate. And then now you can start. So here you need to select the region, right? So the location list, choose the location where you want your workloads to be located. So I want my workloads to be located into the Asia Pacific. So click on next. And here maybe specify the infrastructure details. So total number of vCPUs to be migrated section, and this in the number of vCPUs, enter the number of CPUs that you want to migrate to the Google Cloud. So you're gonna make it maybe, let's say I'm gonna make it 100 virtual CPU. Okay, for the time being. And here you can see that. Okay, it's showing me the cost in Japanese. Let me go for the Indian rupees. So it's 9.5 million to 11.6 million. I think this is a 5 year report. Okay, and here um, data center memory. I'm gonna go with 1000 GB maybe this time. This is your assumption, huh? So you can see that estimate unusable data center memory. Okay, I'm just leave going with the 100 GB. This include none, so I'm gonna make it default. Okay, storage. Um, Here, let's say I'm gonna make it 10 TB. And in total storage, maybe I have 40 persistent disk, 60 is the object. Or you can make it like 40 your persistent disk, 40 your object, and 20 is your NFS system. So based on your infrastructure details, you can put it here. Uh, So networking basically in the Syrian data transfer bandwidth field, enter the amount of the data transfer out bandwidth used for the Google Cloud content delivery network. So I'm just making it the default one. I'm not sure about this part, but you can go with the default one. Okay, now specify. Um, okay, what next is your SAP and Oracle and SAP workloads. So basically if you have any workload that is running on SAP or Oracle, that you can also choose. uh, but here, just a second. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the SAP, and I'm saying of the 100 vCPU, how many are for SAP? So I'm gonna say that of 100 CPUs. So I would say that 30% maybe whatever we have defined, because we have defined 100 vCPUs, right? So I would say 30 virtual CPUs are actually allocated for my SAP running application, and for SAP database I'll say 20, like that. So 50% of my virtual CPUs are actually allocated for the SAP running application. So you can go for the Oracle, but I'm just gonna go with the SAP only. So here you select the Windows Server and Linux OS both. So I'll select this one, Red Hat, and so I'm running the Red Hat Enterprise Linux. So Windows Server, let's say 50-50 maybe, right? 50% of virtual CPU is running by Windows, and 50% of virtual CPU is consumed by my Red Hat OS system. Any licensing, yes, you can do for determine your licensing eligibility. So maybe I can run. Maybe you can choose I have existing perpetual Windows license server, so click on next and accept it. And then Linux for OS license, the pay year model, so I'm going to go with 3-year commitment. And if you have Microsoft Server license, you can select this license. Let's go with the default one. And I think everything is done. Okay, so here migration. Okay, here it's saying time required to do the migration. So the time that you need to prepare your migration landing zone does not incur the charges. Charges only occur when you consume the cloud service. So right now I'm saying no landing zone as of now. I'm not going with any landing zone. Percentage migrated over the time. Maybe how much of the total workload you expect to be migrated cumulatively by the end of each quarter. So maybe 15% year one, 13% year two, and then 50% in year three, and 75% in year four, and then 100% in year five. So in 5 years, you will move your entire workloads from on premises to the Google Cloud. So this is the percentage migrated over the time. You can make it less or high depending on your budget, depending on your um, be migration strategy or migration the workload that you currently have in your on-prem. So I'm going to submit it, and here you can see that the estimate scope is going to be 9.6 million to 11.8 million, around 12 million, right? So this is a 5-year estimation, right? And this include all applicable discount. Total 4.4 million discounts has been applied. If you want to see the details here, you can see the details of your annual cost. Like first year you're gonna make this one cost around 990K. Second year you're gonna go for 1.6 million, third year this, fourth year this, and fifth year this is for annual cost migration target. And what else, there are price estimate by product and infrastructure, so you can go for compute, storage, this one has been charged, networking, this much is charged, licensing and all those things. And you can also just expand these details from here. It's a nice tool, right? Giving you, it's just an estimation, right? I have just used a very simple estimation, but in a real world you're not going to follow blindly this instruction, right? You will estimate based on some real inputs, right? How many vCPUs, how many storage, so many things. It's not just a 5 minute, 10 minutes, or 1 hour activity. It's take a lot of time in a real world, right? It takes a week, it takes a 2 weeks sometime, right? You need to find somewhere that your estimation matches, right? So that I mean, it could go up and high, but it should not go very beyond that, right? For up beyond your expectations. So this is a very simple way of you know finding the estimation, but there are several other tools in the market. You can also use those tools to estimate the cost, and you can also export and share uh, uh, you know this report. I think it's there. Yeah, it's there, export. So if you want to export, you can export the estimation in the PDF file and you can save it, right? You'll get a very nice details of everything, right? It's there. So yeah, and you can share it with your stakeholder, executive, CEO and CTO level peoples, and they will review it. So overall, I wanted to show that how this estimation works. This is totally based on the assumptions, and also um, the the current infrastructure that you have in your on-prem environment. Okay, so this is the estimation part. In the next video, I'm going to cover the discover part and the assessment part, both together maybe, and then we will see other phases as well, like plan and migrate. I'll do some simple demo of how to migrate a server which is hosted in your vSphere vCenter, and how do you migrate it, or maybe from the other cloud to the to this cloud, right? So that's it for now. If you, I would highly recommend that if you really want to learn more about the Cloud Migration Center, you can go and check out the official document. I'll paste the link in a YouTube video's description, so you can go and find the reference over there. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, any comments, feel free to ask me. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you. Bye.